The Corsair iCUE H150i Elite LCD XT is currently Corsair's flagship cooler that offers premium heat dissipation and plenty of customization that fits well for everyone. Corsair has used the H150 model name for their 360mm AIOs for a very long time, and as the name implies, the CPU cooling block has an LCD display. The lighting and the LCD can be controlled through the iCUE application. The coolest feature of the display is that it can be used to display important information at a glance. If, say, the temperature is getting too hot, you can configure the LCD to glow red, with the temperature being displayed either in Celsius or Fahrenheit. I like that because it can even display GIFs. The possibilities are endless since you can customize it to your liking. The display is a vibrant 2.1-inch IPS LCD screen with a 480 by 480 resolution that can produce an ultra-bright 600 nits backlight. The color reproduction is amazing thanks to the 24-bit color depth. It is without a doubt one of the most vivid screens I've seen. However, the refresh rate is only 30 Hz, which can feel choppy at times, but it is more than enough in 99% of cases. Corsair has also upgraded the fans on the new H150i, which now uses three 120mm ML120 RGB Elite fans. They are essentially the same fans as the previous model with the same motor and blades, but the airflow has been improved. This is because instead of the usual 4-blade air vanes that are typically found in almost all fans, Corsair redesigned and added 12 blades that they call air guide vanes. These vanes are much narrower, and unlike the thickened vanes of the older version, they prevent air from being blocked and cause any disturbance in the airflow. Compared to the older fans, these fans are much more efficient and can offer the same level of cooling at 1900 to 2000 RPM than the older ones could at 2200 RPM. Being a 360mm AIO means that it can only fit in ATX cases. Despite that, the compatibility is great and the cooler fits on just about every socket available. The included brackets are for Intel's LGA 115X, 1200, 1700, and 2066. And AMD's AM4 and AM5, as well as AMD Threadripper STRX4 sockets. Of course, none of this would matter if the performance of the cooler was subpar. The cooler can move 200 watts worth of heat if the fans are allowed to spin at 2100 RPM, which, however, introduces a bit of noise at around 55 decibels. This is still acceptable as long as the case has good noise isolation, but is quite loud in an open bench. Under normal load, the fans spin at just under 550 RPM, which is practically silent at 15 decibels. Pushing a CPU like the Ryzen 9 7950X beyond 5.5 GHz is no issue for this cooler, as it is still well within 230 watts at a full all-core load. If we look at other 360mm coolers that offer a great design, customizable LCD display, and top-notch performance, then the only other cooler I could think of is the NZXT Kraken Elite 360 RGB. The only advantage the Kraken has over the iCUE is that the screen refreshes at 60 Hz instead of 30 Hz. Other than that, there isn't any significant feature of the Kraken that would make me recommend it over the iCUE H150i. If you decide to go with the Kraken, you do need to pay a hefty premium over the H150i, which may not be justifiable for everyone. All in all, if you're looking for one of the best CPU coolers and budget is not an issue, then the Corsair iCUE H150i Elite LCD XT is a great premium AIO cooler. To sum up, what I like is the excellent cooling performance, the extensive socket support, and it's available both in black and white. On the downside, it can be noisy at full speed. Our rating for design and aesthetics is 9 out of 10. Cooling performance, 9 out of 10. Noise, 8 out of 10. Features, 9.5 out of 10. Value for money, 7.5 out of 10. For an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. Number 1. Arctic